Good morning everyone and welcome to you in this daily update on Bitcoin and the ads as always. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you're doing very well on Monday. Bitcoin is rising a little bit. We've got a bit of a drop over the weekend but nothing crazy. You can see we're back at the same price it was on Friday, so glad I didn't short yet. Yeah, so microphone normally is working well. Do we have some news? As always, this is better to start with this. And no, we do have some tomorrow at 4 p.m. UTC plus 2, so just something to be aware of on Bitcoin, and otherwise we will see next on Wednesday. So Bitcoin, let's update the levels here first of all. Well, basically what happened since the last update, so we got the rise for the wave 5. Okay, we did, I think more likely here, we have in my opinion the wave 3 top here, so we made a wave 5 top, that is printing in that case the bigger wave 3 top, sorry. So we are in the wave 4, we are doing it, and we can look for the wave 5 next. Okay, so next we can in that case print the wave 3 top or the C wave top. That will match, with the end of the harmonic we have been looking for a bit now, to be honest with you, for more than a week if I'm correct. And yeah, we are approaching the FIP time, the 1618 here, so it is the 29th of April. This was planned again a week ago. That's pretty nice. It is still well respected. We are coming for the FIP, so yeah, this is definitely something to be aware of. First resistance we just went through, flip it, the biggest the biggest level, as I said, this was the anchor review up in Discord. Flip it this into support, got the pump and missed the second target, but well, the best way to go and touch this, as I said in Discord also on Friday before to go on my weekend. So let's go and update the weekly levels here. No any weekly on a daily time frame. We might get something up here. No, not even that. All right. So let's come back on a 1 hour and let's go on MOONCHARTS. So weekly naked point of control. We have the 2 down here. Okay, so we can go with 500 and with a X1, and there is absolutely okay. There is just one here. 95, 200. Okay, interesting. Good, let's come here. 50, come on. Can get rid of that now. So we have one here. 95,397.5. So took 95,397.5. Yes, so let's get rid of this TPO here, the NPOC, we don't really care anymore. We've got a rejection basically of the TPO, the NPOC at the moment, so of course there are some levels, but I mean, these are not the strongest at all in this whole thing here. So yeah, 50 here, let's see on the TX1. Nothing, and so 250 we've got nothing right here. Okay, so let's add back here this. TPOs we're having absolutely nothing. Let's see here on the TX 40. This will take some time to load. Here we are having 95,398. We don't care. 92,186. Okay, this one is already here, and 92,998. I do not really care. This is done, and let's have a look at it. 250, 200 by the way. Okay, and so here there is no any difference. Okay, so we are done with the levels right now. So what happened here over the weekend? So yeah, as I said, on Friday I wanted a new, well, still looking for a continuation personally. More like I'm gonna plan a resistance here in case we have to do something bearish, but the best way to go into the next target basically to retouch the resistance. So here we've got a lot of longs, as you can see, like really some crazy millions of longs coming in the market. We talk about 70 million and another 70 million. This is just absolutely crazy huge. At the time here, this was not bearish. Then I went on my weekend, and you can see what happened. Basically, we just started forming some big bearish activity here. Maybe if I go with this view here, we can see a little bit better. Yeah, you can see here. Okay, we have the local all-time high, if we can say that. Okay, you have the high, lower high, and you keep printing some high, higher high, higher high. So it means that there are some longs here trying to push the price high, but there are some big limit short absorbing all of this. And so of course the price, if you have some shorts next, but what you've got here, you just get the reversal. Okay, but again you can see we're coming back up. Yeah, so looking for this next target more likely personally. Let me just find what is the next support really quickly. Okay. I'll change the music here. That value high is not shifting. This is pretty insane. I mean, we spent yeah, quite some time here. But right, yeah, well, if we drop from here, like directly, we can look for a swing through pan or fail auction of that bottom here. But if we start dropping below, to be fair, there is no support here. I'm not going to long any of these. There is no confidence in this. The next target for me will be this 87,000 basically, down to 86. Next we're having 84,000, but yeah, below here I'm not really interested in a long too. Yeah, so that will be this wall zone basically. Can go swipe the lows, but that will be just a wick. If we start dropping below here, I'm not looking for a long basically. So yeah, not really interested into a long here at the current price. Maybe you'll have this anchor rate view up, but yeah, well, it can. That will be a swing through pan or a fail auction basically of this bottom here. Okay, this press bottom, that will be a swing through pan or a fail auction. Max down to this anchor rate view up. If we start dropping below here, I'm not looking for a long anymore until this price action basically. I mean, until this zone of price. So 87,000 down to 84,500 basically. Okay, that is the zone of price next for a long. If we start dropping below here, I will max look for a swipe the lows here with a swing through pan, but otherwise, or a fail auction of course, but otherwise I'm not looking for a long anymore. Yeah, so that will be the plan here for a long. Not liking much the longs here, but anyways, if we have to drop, we have to drop, right? Otherwise, the best here is still to come into the second target plan. You know, we've got the first one here. There you go. The first resistance here, we just went completely through. This was a big resistance still, so we went completely through, flipped this into support, as you can see, flip the whole thing here into support, and continues the rise. Not into the next target yet, but that will be the best to go and touch this target here a little bit above, and to do this on our fifth time. More of this planned a week ago. That will be absolutely insane. So yeah, be aware of this D point. This is a very, 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 very important one. It can give a very, very, very big short trade for a new low next. So really, please be aware of this. That will be, you know, for a bigger WXY here to the downside. So we have the W, we have the X wave, and we have the Y wave here to the downside, right? There you go. So we have this big WXY here, that will be for a new low. And so, yeah, this move to the upside here was very simply an A, B, C zigzag here. Okay, so you will get this ABC, that will form this W, this X wave of this XY, and then you will get the drop for the Y wave here down. Okay, and if we get acceptance above this zone of resistance, then it is very likely we're going to go for a new all-time high. We still have this last resistance, but it is very likely we're going to go for a new all-time high in terms of probability. So here's the best way to still make one more push up, go into the resistance, and get the full reversal basically. Okay, that will be the best. Now if we get something very bullish, again please be aware of that, we can go a little bit above here, swipe a few highs, and then come back down. This is also something possible. Okay, go and swipe a few highs here to take some stops before to really get the big drop. That will be really max pain for a lot of people, I think, but well, this is what the market likes to do, right? So yeah, that will be a really good scenario. Now yeah, if we do break this big zone of resistance with some really good bullish data on the order flow, then this is classed as bullish. And so if we really get acceptance above here, then we can forget about this ABC zigzag, this XY to the downside, and we can simply switch, you know, to the bullish candle we are having here. That is basically a wave 1, 2, 3. So in that case, we're going to go through, flip into support, and a wave 5 here. And maybe again, this wave 5 is going to do something pretty big because that was a wave 3. So what I mean about with this is that was a wave 1, 2. That was another wave 1, 2. And then we'll have the wave 3, 4, 5. Okay, 3, 4. Oh, can't draw here. 5, and that will complete this big wave 3, and then the wave 4, and then the wave 5, for example. Okay, if we have to be super bullish, this is possible. Only time can tell. Are we going to do the ABC zigzag to the upside, or are we going to do the impulsive to the upside? That's why we use an order flow, right? To read the data into the targets, see if we have or not to execute the trade. We know the next possible move, then we just have to trade the different move based on the reaction. As simple as that into the target span. So yeah, if we have to reject from before this big target we have planned above, do something really like we fall directly straight from here, well, again, this is not what I would prefer at all. I would like to hit the target we have planned basically. But if we have to do this, well, we can look for, yeah, well, can already start from here, but there will be the wall resistance, point of control up to the DNPOC. Okay, get something very bearish on the order flow and get a full reversal. Okay, that will be the plan on a lower time frame. If we get nothing bearish in this, and to be fair, we'll prefer looking for a new a continuation into this target there, and there we might get this big short trade depending on the reaction, of course, but this is a very, 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 very important short trade. Okay. So Bitcoin, we're done. Okay, I think this is very clear as a plan. Either a big impulsive to the upside, either this big XY to the downside, depending on if we do the ABC zigzag or the impulsive on the locally here. What we can do otherwise is talk about Sol, for example. Here, the premise with the alts, it was looking very good, very bullish. Now the problem is we already have possibly completed the 5 ways to the upside. So for example, we can be done with a wave 3, 4, 5, and so if we have the 5 ways done, a correction, and a 5 ways done, well, surprise, surprise, an ABC zigzag is already completed. So again, we can drop like this on the alts, for example. We will complete an ABC zigzag and just drop. The other bullish configuration will be just a longer wave 4 and a longer wave 5, just one more push up and a drop. Like Bitcoin, for example, we go into the next target and get the big drop, so we'll match this configuration, for example. Otherwise, that will be these 5 ways done like this, and that will be another wave 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5 to the upside. And there, in that case, yes, this is very bullish. We'll have another wave 3, 4, 5 here like this. Okay, so we'll have basically a double wave 1, 2, 1, 2. So we'll have a wave 1, 2, another wave 1, 2, and then we'll have the 3, 4, 5, completing the 3, 4, 5. Okay, so very bullish counter also possible. It all depends basically of Bitcoin. What is going to do Bitcoin? Either the ABC zigzag. In that case, we're going to take maybe more likely this configuration to make the second X wave of the XY, X, and Z, then the big drop that will complete the C here, of course. If we pump really big, then we are going to take this big wave 1, 2, 1, 2 configuration here to the upside. Okay, that will be the same for a lot of the alts, to be honest with you. Now SUI is just unstoppable. That thing is just absolutely crazy, to be honest with you. This is just insane. I mean, yeah, what an increase in price, not gonna lie, this is absolutely crazy, 80%. This is, yeah, this is pretty decent, not gonna lie, these days. So yeah, here we have done the wave 1, 2, 3, or 5, the blue wave here. So was looking, you know, for these two targets, not really were respected on a normal scale, but if you pull the log scale, you can see the first target is a little bit well, much better respected, to be honest with you. We just have a wick above, nothing more. Here we have really some kind of calls and everything, so really not the best. So rejection from the first target on the log scale, not the best at all, but anyways. So in that case, we did complete it here, this wave 5. This is printing the big wave 3. I mean the big wave 3, not really big, but anyways. We can look next in that case for the wave 4. The bottom is made here on the other side, so normally the bottom should be here. And then we can look for this wave 5, completing like Bitcoin, the C wave or the wave 3. So next it depends, 4-5 or massive drop. Okay, so it can be a short to bet on a drop at bounce or on a massive drop if Bitcoin is dropping massively. Okay, so yeah, if we have to be into that wave 5 here, we can pull the extension tool from the wave 1 root to the wave 1 top. So if we just have a look at this, normally we have done an extension, yes. So we can pull the third click on the wave 4 bottom. Just want to see where is the bottom here, because with that thing we cannot really see what is going on. There you go. So let's put this here. And this is not really helping, so we can pull the log scale. And there you go, we have the 1618 and we have the 2618 here. Okay, so let me just add some levels because I cannot stay like this with a log scale here. So let's put some key levels. We have 3.82901700. There you go. No, what the fuck I did here? It was 82. There you go, nice. And then we're having this second one, 4.11684475. Nice. So these are the two targets we can look for next for rejection, basically. And so either for a wave 3 top with something here, but anyways, either for the wave C top. So we can look for a short, basically. So oops, that's a long. So okay, well, there you go. It was this, maybe like that. I don't know. So either a first short trade from here. Again, you can read the order flow because shorting in a big bullish uptrend like this is very complex. You cannot do this like that. You have to wait for some sign of weakness. So for example, you can read the order flow, or you can wait, for example, for the bullish market structure to change locally. So to switch locally on the lower time frame to switch bearish. For example, you have this kind of mini range. So you have a low, higher low, high, higher high, and another higher high. You switch this to a locally here, lower high. You can see low, lower high, and you switch this high to a lower high. By the way, it was a lower low here, sorry, low, lower low. Then you have a high, lower high, and so you plan the resistance of this possible lower high, and you just trade this lower high, basically. See if you have any good bearish reaction at that point. If so, then you can take a short and write this down, okay? Yeah, so this is the first possible short trade. Otherwise you can look for this one here, and of course this can result in a massive decrease in price to go straight back down and lose everything, all the pump we have done, basically. Okay, so this is the first one. This is the second possible short trade we're having on SUI. GMT is bouncing off our target. That's pretty lovely. Well, looking for the wave 5 if we manage to go here. Okay, ton, I didn't check it what is happening on that one. Pretty lovely long from the long target again. Where is this? It's not even there. Yeah, so basically here we've got this, we've got two targets planned. We did got a nice bounce from the second target. It took the long, by the way. With a nice 20% increase in price, not the craziest bounce ever, but well, these days is still pretty cool, not gonna lie. So yeah, either ABC zigzag completed, either like the other ones, like Sol, for example, a wave 1 to and another wave 1 to next. If we have really to be super bullish, it all depends on Bitcoin next. PEPE, well, as you can see, we did printed the 5 ways up, and it looks like we've got the touch of a resistance already on that one. Yep, so that's pretty cool. So if you did took the long here, that's a nice take profit one already. Okay, now only time can tell what is going to happen next, because here again it looks like we have this 3, 4, 5. This is again a very bad impulsive because the wave 3 is not even reaching the 1618. You can see here we just go into the 1-to-1. We have only 2% chance to do an impulsive with the wave 3 at the 1-to-1 extension. Only 2% chance. So this is pretty low, not gonna lie. Normally we have a lot more chance to go at least into the 1618. So if we stay like this, it sucks, but well, yeah, that will be an ABC zigzag, right? Completed already. So don't forget to take profit 1 on the long. The first resistance is hit. This is pretty important now to take profit. XRP, well, what can I say? Just following the draw. Exactly what happened in the last update. What a lovely price action on this. Look at that. I was looking for a drop down to the anchor rate view up and to swipe the lows, and bam. Well, swipe the lows, front run the anchor rate view up, but still the massive rise next. How good is that? Just took a little longer here. Look at this. Absolutely brilliant. Well, congrats if you took the long. That's a nice win. Now you can take rate 1, see a stop on 3, and you're good. AAVE, so these are the 5 ways down, the 5 ways up, sorry, are done also normally on that one. Can do one more push up. METIS. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, 3, 4, 5. So maybe a bigger leading on this, 4 and 5, or a double wave 1, 2, 1, 2 for a much bigger impulsive here. Otherwise, this very simple thing, the wave 3 is done. ABC, the C ways are done, so ABC zigzag, correction to come down. We have a 5 ways down already, so can look for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. So in a bigger ABC zigzag, for example, like this down next. Yeah, it sucks to have done some 5 ways like this, to be honest with you, but well, yeah, that is a game. So yeah, if you took the longs, don't try to take profit to reward yourself. This is pretty important because with the wave we're having at the moment, it can still be bullish. But I mean, when you think about it, you have a 5 ways, you have a correction, you have a 5 ways. That's an ABC zigzag, right? You can of course still be bullish. That will be, as I said, a wave 1, 2. 1, 2, another wave 1, 2. And here comes the very big pump for the 0, 5, and then you complete the other 3 or 5. But yeah, it depends on Bitcoin. This only time can tell. It all depends on Bitcoin, basically. A year, pretty insane continuation here. But again, this, well, we did got a rejection, as you can see, from the perfect 1618. I mean, that was a 618 or 1618 on that one. I just cannot remember. 1618. Yeah, was looking for the first 5 times. That's pretty lovely. Now he was not looking for this. White wave 3 here, was looking for the white wave 3 a little bit later. It was normally more for the green wave 3, but we did here. You can see we have the 5 ways up. So yeah, it is done normally more likely. So now we either have a 3 top here or a C wave top here. If we have a C wave top here, there is no new high next coming in. This is just a big drop. So again, if you took the long on a year, don't forget to take profit to reward yourself. This is very important as always to do this and win it to the first resistance, by the way. Yeah, so let's see what we get next. Hopefully continues a bullish move. We get the, you know, the wave 4, 5 like this. And again, the best way to do another bigger wave 1, 2. And get the 3, 4, 5 next. Something pretty massive here to the upside. Like really a big bullish move here. So to speak, a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will complete this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, only time can tell. I don't want to play with this. I did 2 time longs before. I'm in the trades. I'm going to enjoy that. I have not shorted yet. I'm gonna wait for Bitcoin to be really bearish now or to really go into the resistance to short big. Okay, so yeah, that is a plan. Gold is still playing around really the bottom of our target, nothing to update. ESNQ into the first resistance, that is basically this previous high. NQ the same, just right there. Let's see if we manage to go into a resistance. And otherwise, Ethereum BTC, that did went into the anchor rate view up. So when was the last update? Yeah, it was at that price here. So we managed it to, we can see a reclaim, flip into support, hold this resistance basically here. You can see go above, flip into support, get the pump, flip into support, get the pump for a new high again. Oh my god. So I see wave top can be in on that one too. Oh my god, that will suck so much, but anyways. Yeah, so well, let's see again if we manage to make a bigger wave 1, 2, 305, or if the C wave top is in. Yeah. Let's see what time say, basically, this week. This week might be pretty interesting, not gonna lie. So yeah, that is it basically for today. Gonna leave that here. Yeah. We have to see what's happening on Bitcoin, but yeah, we are reaching our first FIB time we have planned a week ago. That is this 1618, 29th of April. Again, it can be 2 days before, 2 days after. Now, if we have to respect it, like the previous FIBs of this harmonic, okay, we are going to do something tomorrow. Well, tonight, overnight, basically, or tomorrow. Yeah, so, yeah, in any case, we're close to the FIB time. As I said, it can be 2 days before, 2 days after the FIB time. So yeah, it's the FIB time is normally tomorrow. So yeah, it can be already now happening. But now we need the bearish data basically of the lower time frame targets. Anyways, the Bitcoin plan, sorry, was already said before, so I'm not going to repeat myself. So I think we're good for today. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this update. As always, if you enjoy, please don't forget to smash the likes, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. You can also write some comments down below. It helps a lot, as always, if you're watching this update later. And this being said, wishing you all a brilliant day ahead. Catch you all over the Discord just right there. Otherwise, in the next daily update that will be not on Friday, on Wednesday, same time, 10 AM UTC+2. Have a brilliant day ahead. Take care and catch you all in the next one. Cheers.